Hello, everybody. Well, here's the time when I usually say welcome to Masters of the Musiverse, but that is precisely why we are here today, because I am changing the brand of this whole project. So I'd like to start out with saying welcome to the Music Office. Now, really quickly, why I decided to get away from Masters of the Musiverse. There's a lot of different reasons, as is typical for me when I make decisions. It's multifaceted. It has to do with clearly communicating what exactly are we talking about on this in this project, being able to say it easily and not have to spell things for people. And Musiverse is a made-up word, so people would generally go Musicverse, and I would be like, that's a really good idea, I should have done that. And so the Music Office is really, it's brandable in the end, right? And then the last thing is, when I started Masters, I really had some ideological goals for this to be a nonprofit, and it didn't work for me. I tried it, and again, a lot of reasons why that didn't work for me. So rebranding, new start, the Music Office. Now, why the Music Office? Okay, so I did a lot of thinking, talking to my wife a lot about it. She's probably very glad that I finally made up my mind. I'm trying to find something that would at least get people in the ballpark of what the podcast is about. And it's like easy to share and spread the word. The Music Office, it's easy. So that was a big part of it. For me, my Music Office is where all my preparation happens for teaching, right? Whether it's my office at school or here at home. I've got a nice cutaway here to my my office space. Did totally clean it up. There's a glove sitting over there. Whatever. I love my office. I love spending time in my office, either playing music or getting ready to teach or getting this podcast ready. This is my space that I created in, and so I just have a spot in my heart for my music office. Like I said, whether it's here or at school. Also, I love the TV show The Office. In fact, I loved it so much when I had Dave Stoddard write music for Masters of the Musiverse. I said, can you kind of make it like the theme music for The Office? And so when you listen to it again, you'll have to kind of go, oh, yeah, I totally hear that now, right? So the Music Office is a connection there. It's going to enable me to make some, have some fun with, some different segments and different series of things because I like wordplay. So, in fact, a little heads up, if you watch the intro that's going to be at the end of this video, you're going to see that there's a little nod at the end of the intro with a coffee cup to The Office. So, when I started this podcast, really the point of it was trying to provide resources for music educators. And I was really specifically thinking about those music educators that are further away from resources than even I am. And I'm teaching rurally, but I know there's way more rural than where I'm at. And to fill holes in our knowledge. And I still have that goal, and that's still what we're doing. But I do feel like I stepped away from it a little bit. Both in that I didn't create a lot of content the last couple years, and I also I wasn't always hitting that checkbox of like that teacher that's sitting in rural, Minnesota or rural wherever. What do they need help with? And so I'm hoping to do that. And one of the ways I'm going to do this and be able to create content easier for myself is that I really love talking to people. So this is hard, but I'm going to probably focus on the interviews a little bit less and really focus on some content that I think is going to help other educators and other music educators, probably more music educators than anybody else. So I'm excited to do reviews on things like the composition program StaffPad that I love to use, or forScore that I use all day in my teaching, Tonal Energy, different AI tools. A lot of different segments. I'm reading this great book right now, Whole Brain Teaching by Chris Biffle, that I'm going to talk about when I get done with the book. And so things like that I can do on my own. In addition to that, I'm also, because can I say it again? I love talking to people. I think it's probably one of the biggest reasons that I'm a teacher, because that's essentially my day, is building connections with people of all ages. And so I hope you're just excited about that stuff as I am. The conversation that I recently had a few weeks ago with Kelijah Dunton. He's a composer that a lot of people know in the band world for his piece Stillwater. It's an amazing piece. He's got a great catalog. We had a great conversation about his catalog and how he goes about composing. This is maybe the most excited I've been to release an interview, and I've sat on it for a while, so I'm really excited for that to go out. So thank you so much for listening right now, if you're still listening. Thank you to all the people, the guests that I've had in the past that have made this so fun, because I haven't run into really anybody that's like, nope, don't want to have a conversation. So many people in this industry, they want to talk about the things that they're excited about and get you excited about them too. So whether it's Dr. Scott Jones or Erica Savano, Viet Quang, and I maybe have to go to my list to think of some more names, but just great people that I've connected with on great interviews. Okay, so now please take a moment to subscribe to Masters of the Musiverse. It's down there on the bottom somewhere. And also, whatever social media you use, go find me. If I don't have the links down below, go find me on social media so you can follow. All that stuff is a great help, like episodes, all that stuff. So I'm so excited, and I just want to end with inviting you to come in and enjoy the music office.